While not necessarily new, I've started to notice a giant increase in complaints regarding bans in SkyBlock, both on the forums and on SkyBlock's Reddit. While you might see a post like this and immediately decide that Hypixel is to blame, that's not usually the case. As someone who's been an active player for over 10 years now without a single ban to my name, I wanted to give out some tips and pointers to avoid being met with the Minecraft screen of death. Hopefully these tips will help to avoid made-up nonsense being spread around in public ban appeal comments. A false ban does not equate to a ban you disagree with. By the way, later in this video, I'll be announcing another winner of that 1.2 billion coin giveaway. Want to find out how to win? Well, click that annotation in the corner. You paying attention? Okay, let's go. Reading the rules. This unfortunately gets a lot of people. They'll tend to skim through the rules as quickly as they can or just not read them, then assume that things that may be perfectly fine on other servers are also fine here when they aren't. An aspect that often gets a ton of players banned without them realizing is mod use. SkyBlock has a lot of available mods, and some players have very heavy mod usage while in the game. Hypixel's rules officially state that all mods are used at your own risk, even the ones listed as allowed. This is because allowed modifications sometimes update, and those updates have been known to change things, potentially causing Watchdog to ban accounts with it installed, a situation that the rules also bring up. Now, as unfair as it may sound, it is something that you have to actively be up to date on. I use Lunar, and even I accept that if for whatever reason I get banned and I was using Lunar at the time, it would be my responsibility. But if you want to completely remove any worry when it comes to getting banned, you could always just go full vanilla and not use any mods or clients, especially ones that aren't fully guaranteed. Is it ideal? Maybe not particularly, but I'd argue getting banned is far less ideal. Cheating the system. Now, this doesn't really have anything to do with cheating per se, but rather finding ways to get around the rules in order to achieve your goals. The game has some loopholes that might be exploited by some players in a way that doesn't violate the rules technically, but definitely violates the intent of the player in the game. It's not recommended that you play this game. Don't try to outsmart the team. But technically it didn't say that. Or, but this YouTuber told me that. No. Even if you think you're clever by spotting these loopholes in the game, rest assured the team behind it won't be amused by you. It is their job to keep an eye out for things like that, and they won't have any patience for players like those. Don't think you're gonna be able to pull a fast one on them. It's very likely that you will face repercussions that you would rather not face, such as being banned. You want to avoid it? Make sure that you play the game as it is intended to be played in both the letter as well as in the spirit of the rules. Watch who you're co-oping with. If there is one thing I have learned from my time on the server, is that when it especially comes to SkyBlock, you simply cannot trust anyone, even if they are the bestest, most awesome companion you could ever ask for. The whole time I've been playing SkyBlock, I've been rocking a solo island. Does it seem messy? There's no doubt that it does, but so far no compromise has been made to my island. Now, I'm not going to demand that you never ever talk to people, and actually, despite what I just said, I'm not going to say you can never ever have people you do trust on your island. I make this a step because I've seen so many instances where people get their islands wiped and their accounts banned because of something their supposed friend did. It's always a risk, and to some of you, this step may be a non-negotiable, and that's okay. You don't have to follow this guide word for word, but if you're looking for a completely guaranteed way to stay unbanned, this will help you get to that. Don't know what else to tell you other than that. Keep up to date on updates. There's no doubt that SkyBlock is kind of infamous for its abundance of chaos, especially when big time updates are rolled in. As a result of a sudden update that affects some items or islands in general, many players will report their accounts being wiped and banned by the game as a result of the sudden update. I'm actually going to break down this step into two parts. The first thing you should do is stay on top of the forums. As soon as something happens that the players think could get you banned, they will get all riled up and make a lot of noise on the SkyBlock forums. So if you just keep an eye on the SkyBlock forums from time to time, you'll be able to determine when something is amiss. You don't need to have an account in order to view these forum sections, so don't worry about having to sign up for anything. Secondly, if something is amiss in the game, I wouldn't log on for about a week, unless the team gives a really firm response saying, hey, you remember that bugged thing you yelled about a few days ago? It's fixed now. Will it be painful to not be able to join it during that time if you're addicted to SkyBlock? It's very likely, but patience is a virtue, especially in the unpredictable world of SkyBlock where anything can happen. Report bugs. So this step's a little bit of a repeat from the wiping guide, but it fits perfectly with both. If you get the feeling that something weird is going on with your items, like if you suddenly have 2 of something, throw the duped item in the void, log off, and immediately report it. So the reason you want to do this is twofold. First, duplicated items can be considered exploiting game mechanics, which is usually against the rules. This will result in bans ranging from temporary to permanent, and getting banned due to a glitch isn't very fun. Second, Second, by reporting the issue, you're maintaining the game's integrity. Bugs and glitches can affect gameplay for everyone, and developers can only fix issues if they know about them. Your report could be the critical piece of information they need to resolve a widespread issue, improving the game for everyone. Now you might be wondering, why throw the item in the void? Well, that's to ensure that you're not benefiting from the glitch, even inadvertently. This is particularly crucial if the duplicated item is worth a lot. Keeping it would potentially get you in hot water with the admins working on the game. So after you've tossed the duped item and logged off, make sure to detail what happened clearly when you report it. Include any steps that lead up to the glitch and screenshots if you have them. The more information you provide, the easier it'll be for the team to diagnose and fix the issue, and the possibility of you getting banned drops to 0. These steps, as long as they're followed properly, should be viable enough to keep you off of the ban train. It's how I've prevented myself from getting banned, and it should prevent you as well. Hope you guys found this useful. Make sure to comment down below if you did, and with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.